Okay. All right. I am back. I'm sorry, guys. My camera froze when I was doing air signs. Let me check the time because I do have an appointment at 12 o'clock. All right. So, um, air signs. All right. So, we finished off with the air sign reading. One thing I wanted to add to that, if you didn't see it, go back and watch it on the first video because the camera froze. With the air signs, the one thing I wanted to add to you is that the I honestly, what I just spoke of the person who dealt with two signs and got the opportunity to do it again. That person's actually me. Okay, that person's actually me. And what? Hold on for 1 second. Let me cut my fan on because it's really hot in here. Okay, so what would happen is when I was married to a Gemini. Okay, and when I was married to the Gemini, I didn't really there were like a lot of life lessons that I needed to learn. There were a lot of narcissistic traits I needed to get rid of, and I didn't I took for granted that marriage and that relationship. And I mean, we both ended it. It wasn't healthy for either one of us at the time, but it also was the first man who put a ring on my finger and valued me enough to make me his wife and told me, like, you're a really good woman and you know, I feel you're worthy. He didn't marry me just because I had his kids. He told me that. He and I didn't want him to. I never wanted a man to marry me just because I got pregnant and had kids. I think that's ridiculous. And I think that a person should marry you because they truly love you and they adore you and want to spend the rest of their life with you, not because you gave birth. So for me, I didn't. He didn't propose to me for. He proposed to me while I was pregnant, and I did accept it. But then I went back later and told him, "Look, if you're marrying me because I have a baby in my stomach, you can kiss my ass. I don't want anybody to marry me because I'm pregnant. I want you to marry me because you truly love me." So his sister actually called me up later and she said to me, she said, "I got to tell you, he told me what you said." And she said, what you don't realize is that, like, within the first 6 months of him dating you, because this was almost 4 years later when I got pregnant, um, within the first 6 months of him dating you, he came home and he told me, "I met the woman that I'm going to marry. I met my wife." And his sister was like, "Get out of here." And he said, "Yeah." I don't know what happened, but that day, it was like something clicked in him and he realized, that's my wife. And his sister said, "So please understand, he knew that he was going to marry you 6 months after dating you. He may be proposing 4 years later because you're pregnant and he doesn't want his child to come into this world without his name. But please understand, he told me he was going to marry you before you got pregnant." That made me feel a whole lot better, and I decided to go ahead and accept the engagement and marry. Okay. But that marriage, I took a lot of things for granted and I didn't treat that person the way that I should have. And I carried that guilt around with me for a long time. I did. Until finally I let it go because I realized, you know what? I learned from it. And if I truly learned from it, then I've got to be able to have faith in the lessons that I've learned and try to make sure the fan is not too high on my candles. That I have had faith that I did learn a lesson, and I do appreciate that I can appreciate a new person in my life. So when my boyfriend came in my life, and he's also a Gemini, okay, and so I had this amazing person come in who's a different type of Gemini, different type of personality. But I felt like this was God's way of saying, I'm presenting you with another Gemini to see if you learned the mistakes that you learned from the first one. I'm presenting you with someone with a deep love just as deep, or if not deeper than the one I had with the first one, so that I can see if you do it differently. Are you going to do it differently? Are you going to choose a different path? Are you going to treat him differently? Are you going to value him differently? Because this is why you're getting this opportunity. We may not give this to you again, but we're giving it to you now. So what are you going to do with it? And I chose to take the opportunity and to try and do it differently than I did before, you know, because I don't want the time that I had with my first Gemini to have been. I want to show that I have changed, and so I can do this differently. I can move differently. I can learn differently, and I'm not the same woman I was when I was with him. So therefore, I had work and have work to do with my Gemini, because That's the whole thing about life. But when you get an opportunity that spirit presents you with the same exact sign and some of the same exact lessons and another person that's just as amazing in your life to learn that with, take it. And that was the lesson I learned. Take it. Don't take it for granted, because you never know when you're going to get somebody that's going to value you and treat you the way that someone previously did. So this is, I'm pulling an oracle card for you, air signs. I no longer take for granted that they'll keep sending me amazing people. I might say it. I might say to him, like, when we get in an argument, well, if you can find something better, go find it. And he's like, well, you could go take that, you know, that dude that you talking about, whatever. But the truth of the matter is, I know I'm not going to find anybody like him, you know. And I will find someone, of course, but they'll never be like him, the same way he's not like my husband, in the same way, you know, they're never going to be like the previous person, but that doesn't mean they love you any less. And you can love them any less. So, yeah, it's a beautiful lesson. You're right. I have no regrets there. All right. Now, the card that you have, Gemini, or air signs, is create space for new love. Okay? Create space for new love. All right? And didn't I say in the reading that in order to move towards something higher, you have to let something go? And this is very difficult for all of us sometimes, to make that room, to shift that space in our inner self, in our heart, in our mental, and our emotional, and even in our outside space. It's hard to do that. But we cannot move forward with one foot out the door and one foot in the door. It just doesn't work that way. Okay? We've got to make space. And in order to make space, you've got to let go of the past to make space for the new. Okay? So that doesn't mean that I didn't love my past loves. Hell no. I still love him. I loved my ex-husband. I did. But I put his love in a space in my heart that is like my records, my Akashic records. And I made new space for my new Gemini so that I could try and right the wrongs. Because how can I rewrite the story or right the wrong and learn and show that I've learned a lesson unless I make the space to do just that? So create space for new love, air signs, okay? It says, when a thing hurts your eyes, stop looking at it. When it hurts your ears, stop listening to it. When it hurts your heart, stop justifying it. I love you so much, the universe. If you keep dwelling on the past or dwelling on the hurt, stop. Because nobody's making you do that. The universe is saying we don't want you to justify staying in pain or staying in hurt or dealing with situations that are beneath you. We want you to be happy. We want you to accept love. We want you to heal. So, like I said, when a thing hurts your eyes, don't you stop looking at it. When it hurts your ears, don't you stop listening to it. So when it hurts your heart, why do you keep justifying it? Stop it and let it go and heal and create space for new love. All right. So that is what I have for you, air signs. That was beautiful. Okay. We're going to move on to Earth. I think Earth was the last one that I put, the next one I put up. Could somebody please post Earth signs and capitals? Thank you. Good morning. All right, so Earth, your energy right now, your overall focus and energy, Earth signs, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, okay? We have the Knight of Fire, all right? This is Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, so you could be dealing with a fire sign. This is someone, it says a sudden event that needs immediate attention. Time is of the essence. Think things through carefully. This person is very passionate. They're adventurous. They're self-assured, and they're restless. And sometimes the Knight of Fire can be egotistical too. He could be very egotistical or very driven about his self and his goals and what he wants. Okay. So when you find a fire sign who actually is concerned about your well-being and what you want, then you're finding a mature Knight of Fire, and that's a good thing, okay? Someone who is, it's equal balance. Okay, well, I'm okay, so are you okay? Okay, like I want both of us to be all right, not just me. Ace of Earth, that's Ace of Pentacles, okay? So this says this is a new opportunity. So this is the inflow of abundance, a promising business venture, important documents or contracts. So this looks like when you have the Ace of Earth, when I think of Earth, I think of foundations, stability, okay? So we looks like the Knight of Fire is coming in. This is possibly, like I said, fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. This person is coming in. They could have some money. There could be a money. They could be bringing money to you, or bringing opportunity to you. But whatever it is, it looks like it's something that's very promising. Okay. The Lovers. Look at this shit. I can't make this shit up. All right. The Lovers. It says intimate relationships, carefully weigh your decisions, in good health. So what I'm getting here is that, okay, I'm gonna keep going, but these are your three overall energies, okay? So the Knight of Fire, all right, the Ace of Earth, and the Lover's card. For you, Earth signs, you have a fire sign, okay, Sun, Moon, or Rising, that is coming in, and they're bringing you an offer, all right? They're bringing you the offer of starting something that is stable, that is solid, and it looks like building a foundation is what I'm feeling, okay? You have, you know, I'm going to tell you something about these cards. These cards, what are they called? They're by Radley Valentine, Angel Tarot cards. The one thing I'm going to tell Radley Valentine about these cards, thank you for putting clothes on the angels. Thank you for putting clothes on the damn angels. Every angel in this damn card has clothes on. And I'm going to tell you something. When I go into the store and I see depictions of angels and they're half naked, or they have their chest out and their pecs and all that shit, please understand that's human shit, okay? Angels do not show off their bodies like that. The women ain't showing off their breasts and cleavage, and the men ain't showing off their pecs and shit. So when I go into the store and I see statues of angels, and I'm bringing this up because they're telling me to, when I see the statues of the angels and they like, I'll have Chemuel in my ear and he'll be like, I hate when they do that to us. He said, I hate when they sexualize us, when they make us scantily dressed, or we only have half a wrap on and our pecs are out. He's like, I don't like that, because that's a human thing. That you know, that showing flesh, it appeals to the humans. We don't give two shits about that. Now, mind you, they don't curse. This is me. But they basically said we don't care about breasts and pecs, and we don't care about those things. So when they do these depictions of us and they're showing us scantily dressed, they're actually very insulted by those statues. Very, very insulted. And I was in a store yesterday and I was getting ready. I was picking up a couple and I started laughing because I had about three of them there. Raphael was with me, Chamuel was there, and Raguel was there with me. And they were just cracking up. They were cracking these jokes about the statues that were there. And I couldn't stop laughing. And I know the woman next to me probably was like, she's got to be crazy, because I was talking to myself and I was like, yeah, I know, look at this mess, right? And he's just like, why are they sexualizing us? We ain't asked y'all to sexualize us. So I just want to thank Radley Valentine for being truthfully respectful of not bringing physical attention to the angels, but actually bringing attention to who they are and not what they would look like. So I had to say that. So yeah, there's something wrong when they sexualize angels in the damn statues and things that they do. And Archangel Michael hates when they have him with his chest out. He doesn't like that. Just so you know. He always has his armor on. He doesn't like that. Except for when he's dressed down and he doesn't have the actual armor plate on. But he's still fully covered. He hates when they show his full chest out. He has never liked that in war. He said, who would walk around in war like that with their chest exposed? That's just ridiculous. Why do they do that to me? So, Earth signs, it looks like you have somebody who is very self-assured, somebody who's very passionate, someone that's coming in to offer you something solid. This looks like a relationship of some sort. It looks like something that they're very serious about. With the Dreamer card, which is the Fool card, okay? It says a leap of faith, follow your dreams, unexpected opportunities. So Earth signs, you could have a fire sign coming in unexpectedly, or you have a fire sign coming in wanting to take a leap of faith with you. And I feel like with the Knight of Air, this is somebody that's ready to make some changes in their life. You could be dealing with an air sign or a fire sign, okay? But I feel like this is their energy. This is someone who is intelligent. They're decisive. They're idealistic, and they're tireless. They're dedicated. It says events that occur with great speed. Take time to carefully review your options, creative solutions. So I feel like you're going to have somebody coming to you and they want something solid with you, okay? Now, if you're in a relationship already, Earth signs, I feel like your person is going to re-solidify what you guys have already, okay? It's like taking a relationship to another level. If you're already married, you're going to reignite that spark and tighten that relationship, almost like renew your vows, okay? If you're in a relationship, you guys might be getting engaged, okay? Or you might be like taking steps to solidify and like make your foundation solid, okay? If you're not in a relationship, this could be a brand new person coming in, but I don't feel like it. I think it's more of an ex or somebody that you previously dealt with that's coming in, that is coming back to you basically saying, I'm ready to take a leap of faith. I've thought about shit. I've laid shit out. And the thing about air, Knight of Air energy is someone who's coming in ready to make a change in the situation or with themselves. This person is very balanced. I'm going to tell you why, because they're coming in as the Knight of Air, the Knight of Fire, and the Knight of Water. So this person has taken time. It would seem like they're very balanced because they have three elements here, okay? Air, water, and fire. This is very balanced. So this is telling me that this person is coming back in and they want to solidify something solid, okay? No more in and out. No more one foot out the door. No, this is solid shit right here, all right? Two of Fire, you've come into your own new partnerships and contracts continue to move forward. So again, the Two of Fire is making a decision on how you're going to move forward, how we're going to solidify this shit. And the thing about the Knight of Air that I'm going to tell you that I really like, with the Knight of Air and the Knight of Fire energy, that's a leader, okay? That's a man or a woman that's a fucking leader, okay? Pardon my mouth. But that person has, the Knight of Air is air sign energy. Air signs don't do shit willy-nilly. They plan shit out, okay? They plan shit out. So they might take the leap of faith because we have the Fool card here, but please know that they planned this leap of faith out. You might not have known it, air sign, but they planned that shit out, okay? Because air signs are very intellectual. They're strategists, okay? A lot of them tend to play chess and other games that make them think. They don't like to play, like as a kid, you probably very rarely saw an air sign playing Chutes and Ladders. It's too fucking easy for them, okay? They're like, no, forget the Chutes and Ladder. I play chess, I play Battleship, I play Life, I play Monopoly, okay? They play games of substance because they're strategists. So you may not have seen that this person was strategizing, but they were, all right? And with the Two of Fire, it seems that this is definitely a new partnership or a new level in the partnership if you're together, okay? Five of Air, an unwise choice. Learn what you can from the situation. Reviews everyone's motives. So what I feel from this is that before you guys move forward or before you guys take this leap of faith, you guys need to look at it. It says here, learn from your unwise choices, okay? You Earth signs may have made some unwise choices. They may have made some unwise choices. Before you can go forward, you have to review everyone's motives. What is your intention in this relationship? What is my intention in this relationship? And then therefore we can bring that together and we can create a contract that works for both of us, Okay, where are we headed? What are we going to do? But if you don't have a direction and you don't know where you're headed, that is going to be the downfall to any relationship. Okay, if you don't know what goals you have for each other, buy a house, buy a car, save up 20,000, 50,000. Like if you don't have those goals, it's going to fall to the wayside. So what I feel like is that things are being solidified here because you guys are actually going to sit down and say, where are we going? How are we going to do it? What are we going to do? Okay. Are we in? Because see, Earth is not something that can be broken easily. Air blows all around all over the place. Earth is solid. Okay? Earth is fucking solid. When we're in it, we're in it. I can honestly say that even with my marriage to my husband the first go around, if he hadn't filed for divorce, I would still be with him. Why? Because I don't feel the need. I did not feel the need to oversee his life lessons. His life lessons are his life lessons. He's going to learn them in his own time. My life lessons are mine, and I'm going to learn them in my own time. I don't feel the need to rush his life lessons. But if he's not learning at a pace that works for me, I will let him know that. Okay? However, am I going to leave? No. I'm just going to let him know, like, you know what? You need to work on this issue with yourself. You need to do this. You need to do that. But, for me, I need to know the person is there. I need to know this is it. You're fucking, like, you're 100% in, both feet is in the door. Because if I don't have that kind of security, I get scared. I get scared, and I get scared, and not scared, but I get scared because my thing is stability. And if I have certain things in place in my life, then I feel stable. If those things aren't in place, then I start questioning, okay, well, what am I going to do if this person decides to walk out on me? What am I going to do? Okay, yeah, they're here, but what if they decide to leave because, well, they still have open doors over here? What am I going to do? How am I going to survive? How am I going to pay this bill? How am I going to do this or that? So for me, I don't like that type of fear. So I'd rather be alone than be living in the constant thought of when are they going to leave me, because they're not 100% here. So that is an earth sign. That is how earth signs are. So I feel like this is why you guys need to sit down and talk and strategize, okay? Because this foundation has got to be a solid foundation. It cannot be something that works only for one of you. It's got to work for both of you, all right? To make both of you feel secure. And look, I know that you have a fire sign coming in because we have the King of Fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. This person is motivational, idealistic, ambitious, charismatic, okay? They focus, and they communicate with vision, and they're a leader, okay? So this person is coming in, and I feel like you guys have both fucked up and made mistakes. Hey, Tarot, tell them how you doing. How are you doing? I feel like you've both made mistakes, okay? But you are now both willing to sit down at the table and take a look at those mistakes or those decisions that you made and be ready to move forward, okay? With a solid foundation. Look at this. Yeah, see, with the Ten of Swords, this person may have betrayed you or hurt you in the past. The Ten of Swords is the end of a difficult situation. Embrace the change and expect things to get better now, recovering from an addiction. So your King of Fire may have had an addiction of some sort. And please understand that addiction does not always have to be drugs, drinking. Addictions can be behavior patterns, okay? I'm addicted to never ever walking away from my exes or never ever ending anything, leaving shit up in the air. I'm addicted to not giving people clarity because I always want to leave doors open. So I'm addicted to going out and starting relationships but not finishing them. There are people that are actually addicted to, they love starting relationships. Oh, they love the startup, getting to know the person, the honeymoon phase in the beginning, getting to know the person, spending time with them. But then when the shit gets real and you have to like build a solid foundation, they walk away and go start another one because they're addicted to the startup, okay? Then you have people that are addicted to the makeup breakup shit, okay? They're addicted to let's fight and then let's make up. Let's fight, let's make up. And I've seen this shit before, I tell you no lie. I cannot stand makeup breakup energy. I hate that shit. This is why solidity is so important to me, because I don't like makeup breakup. Because I feel like eventually makeup breakup gets bored and nobody wants to do makeup and breakup. They just want to break the fuck up and be done with it. And that's basically how I am. So for me, makeup breakup does not work. Okay. I need solidity. Okay. I need to know that if we argue, fuss, and fight, your shit is here, your life is here, your foundation is here, and that you're not going anywhere. Whereas I've been in a relationship before where I felt like if I argued with a person or if I spoke my mind, they were just going to up and leave and head back to where they came from, or they were just going to just leave me. And I didn't like that. So I just ended it. And I just felt like, if you can't make me feel like you can be here through the good times, the bad times, and see it through, then I don't want it. I want to know that if we fight, that you're going to stay. I want to know that even if we go for blows, if we go all out, that when I wake up in the morning, you're still going to be there. Okay? I need to know that that's the level of security that we have, and that your loyalty is here and not anyplace else. Your loyalty is to this foundation, to this home. Okay? Because if your loyalty is to another person's home, then that means you'll let me lose my home. And you won't care because what? You don't have enough invested here. You know? I was in a situation before with a guy who had a child and he took care of the mother's house. But his loyalty was to maintaining her house and not to maintaining ours. And the thing that hurt me was that, he was just like, well, what if she uses her house? My son loses his house. And I'm like, but what about, you have a home with me. So your son doesn't lose a home. He has to move from that home to this home. But that doesn't mean that he loses a home because his mother loses her home. So you have to maintain, it's your job to maintain her home. What about your home? Like, I just didn't understand it. And I kept going, so you don't have any faith that your child has a home outside its mother. That's crazy. That's not, what if the mother dies? What then? What if the universe throws that curveball at you? So, it really kind of threw me for a loop that he didn't see his home as being suitable for his child's home, or our home as being suitable for his child's home. And that just really, it tore me apart. And I said, you know what? Your loyalty is to another person's home. How can you give loyalty to another person's home? If we lose our home, they'll give you a place to stay, but they won't help me. They're not going to put a roof over my head. So how can you love me and be loyal to that, and knowing that that is only loyal to you? It's not loyal to both of us. So trust me, I've been through some shit, guys. Okay. So I feel like the end of a difficult situation is coming and balance is coming back in. And with the 5 of Earth, there's fears surrounding money. Okay. And the wisdom to accept help from others. So this person may not have as much as you, Earth signs, or Earth signs, you may not have as much as them. And you may feel that because they're coming back to you and you don't have enough to bring to the table, or what you feel is enough to bring to the table, that this person won't value you, or vice versa. And that's not true. Okay. Money does not dictate loyalty and love. I will love you if you don't have shit to offer me, except love, loyalty, good intentions, a hug, a kiss, a compliment. I value those things over $1 because of the way I grew up. I value those things over $1. Okay? $1 cannot make me feel special. $1 cannot make me feel loved. And $1 cannot make me feel like I'm a good woman or a good man. Those things don't mean shit to me. Okay? I think Whitney Houston said it best in her song, if I lose my fame and fortune, and I'm homeless on the street, and I'm sleeping in Grand Central Station, it's okay if you're sleeping with me. As the years they pass us by, we stay young through each other's eyes. And no matter what the people say, I can't remember because I haven't heard the song in so long and I can't get the notes right. But the point is, she's saying it wouldn't matter if we were sleeping in Grand Central Station, if I lost all my fame and fortune. I love you. And I'm going to love you rich, broke. I don't give a damn about that shit. What I care about is if you love me back. Okay? So that is what I'm seeing. Okay? a foundation that is built on not material, but on true love. And this might be hard for some of you earth signs because you might come from, being earth signs, we look at it as, okay, that man's going to love me more if I take care of all the bills and handle everything, and he got a woman that pays everything. Some men don't want that. Some men want a woman that's going to appreciate them. They're like, baby, I love that you work. I love that you take care of home. I love that if I fall that you can carry everything. But I also would love for you to lay up here and watch TV with me. I'd love for you to cuddle with me. Come over here with your man. Okay? Put that shit down for a while. Okay? 5 minutes, 10 minutes a day away from that shit is not going to break you. Your man needs attention. Your man needs love. And for us earth signs, that could be a little hard because we're like, well, what if the bills don't get paid? What if this or this? If I lose my house, he might not want to be with me. If I lose my job, he might not want to carry me. So we have that fear. But sometimes you got to recognize when you have a man or woman in your life that will love you in spite of, you have nothing on your back. Okay? I love you. All right? Because I don't love you for what you have. I love you for who you are. Good, bad, it doesn't matter. I bought all of it. I bought all of it. When I said I do, or when I said I'm in this, I bought the whole package. Good, bad, the craziness, hell, the hypersexuality, anything that comes with it. The lying until you learn that you can tell me the truth and I'm not going to fucking leave you. I bought it all. And when I buy that package, I buy that shit for real. And that's an earth sign. When we buy that package, we bought that package for real. So we're in it, ride or die. Now, you might piss us off. You might have to go out for a night and get a break from your ass. But we're in it, okay? You can send an email to SapphireDragonfly.us@gmail.com, okay? I have 2 email addresses. I'm trying to get away from the old one. SapphireDragonfly.us@gmail.com. All right? Earth signs. Let's see what your oracle card. Ooh, let's see what your oracle cards say. I guess they're telling me they're ready, huh? Okay. Earth signs, your oracle sign is you'll find what you seek. Okay? If you've ever suddenly found and been loved by someone amazing, awesome, fun, and fantastic, chances are astronomical you will again. If you haven't yet found such a person, chances are astronomical you will. So it's saying that if you've ever suddenly found and been loved by someone amazing, awesome, fun, and fantastic, chances are astronomical you will again. So if you found someone who was amazing and fun and fantastic, and you will find that again, okay? You can find that again. And I can tell you that's true because I had my ex-husband, and one of the things he said to me when we got divorced was, you don't deserve to be loved. He said, you don't deserve to be loved and you'll never change. And I carried that around with me all the time, and I beat myself up, and I was in depression, and I used to just sit and I used to drink and just think about the shit that I had done and the things I did. I put more weight on myself. I didn't think about the shit he did. I only thought about what I did because I was taking my accountability. And I sat in that energy for years. And I just finally said, the hell with this shit. There's no way in hell I'm meant to be alone, by myself, sad, not worthy of love. Who the fuck are you to tell me I'm not worthy of love? Who are you?